What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back with another video on the channel. And today, I'm sure you know, but if you don't, KFC brought back the Double Down. Believe it or not, I never actually had one. They have two different varieties. They have a spicy and a regular. I did a mobile order and I went to pick it up. To my behest, when I looked in the bag, there was three. So I don't know what's in here. I guess we'll find out. You can either get it as a standalone item or in a combo. The standalone sandwich costs $9.49. The combo, which comes with one side and a drink, costs $13.49. Let's talk about the pricing beforehand. I think that it's a little bit overpriced, but fast food prices seem to be getting a little bit too high in my opinion, but this is what it costs. I think it's starting to enter the same, the line between fast casual, which is more like your Five Guys and your Chipotle's, etc., and fast food is starting to do this, and it's becoming more of a hassle, but this is what it is. Drop a thumbs up if you want to see more of the new food item reviews. Anytime something new comes out, we do get it. We already talked about the price. Let's get into the actual Double Downs. Now, I believe that what these are I can just show you instead. It is a breaded chicken sandwich, but the buns also double as the bread. The regular version, which is this, comes with bacon and cheese, I believe. I'm not really sure. I believe it does, with regular mayo. Wow, that's crazy. Only in America, man. And then, I don't know what else we have, I'm gonna be honest with you. This looks like the same thing. I think it just gave me two of them. I know the other one just comes with a spicy sauce. I can't really tell. I think this is just another one of the same. So there's two. Hey, I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not even complaining about getting an extra sandwich. First thing I noticed is the patty itself. It looks like the same one they use for their chicken sandwich. It's huge. These sandwiches are not small, so maybe the $9.49 is... Okay, last one. I believe this one will be the spicy. So okay, so it has a spicy mayo on it. So it's the same thing, just comes with a spicy mayo on it. I know more than likely I'm gonna prefer the spicy just because I tend to like the spicy items. But I don't really think you're gonna get many surprises from this because it's the same chicken it looks like on the spicy chicken sandwich. So let's start off with the regular, which is the normal Double Down. First thing you notice is the amount. This came fresh out of the fryer. As soon as I got in there, you could tell she was pulling it out and bagging the item itself, so it does have a pretty fair amount of grease, but I mean, it is a fried chicken patty, so you have to expect that, right? This is crazy. Who came up with this? How do I put this? The 11, as you call it, the herbs and spices, I always call it the 11, people who don't know. Very present within the bite. The chicken's really good. KFC chicken, and their chicken sandwich in particular, I do find extremely enjoyable. The cheese seems like white American. Bacon and the mayo. Here's the weird part. They do have, which they just added along with this, a chicken and bacon regular chicken sandwich. I feel like it should have been there all along. I prefer their chicken patty with the cheddar and the bacon. It just adds a nice variety. I do think this is good, but I'm still going to prefer the chicken sandwich more than likely. I don't have any sauces because I don't really like KFC sauce, if I'm being honest. So I got some Chick-fil-A sauce, which I like more. Also got some Popeye Sweet Heat, which I like more. So let's try with that. I have a feeling this is about the bang. Alright, got the Chick-fil-A sauce. I'm sorry, Colonel. The KFC sauce does not taste the same as the Chick-fil-A sauce. I just spilled half that on my table. It's so greasy. But again, it's a fried chicken patty. It's gonna be greasy. That's pretty good. Give me a Sweet Heat though. Okay. Make sure you don't forget your napkins. You can see. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. It is good. Chicken, I like KFC chicken. I think it tastes good. But after I ate this, I'm gonna try the spicy one as well. But it's not nasty, but I don't get the hype. I feel like the chicken sandwich is still better. Or this would be even better if I put 2 pieces of bread around it. Eating the chicken alone just feels wrong. I don't know why, but I'm just getting, it's turning me off from eating it. If you like KFC's chicken sandwich, it's the same chicken. You'll like it. There's nothing wrong with it. But the chicken sandwich costs less money for something that I find more enjoyable. So would I pick the chicken sandwich before this? Absolutely. Do I think this is good? Absolutely. Is this something that I would order again? If you gave me some bread. But for $9.49, I'm out. Taste-wise, I still would give this like a 9 out of 10. KFC's chicken is good, man. You're not going to mess that up. But just value-wise, I'm still going to go. I would rather get, because I think their chicken sandwich is like 5 and change. I'd rather get 2 chicken sandwiches for that price, you know, of what this costs $9.49. It would cost you 10 and change, which I think would just be a better value. But it's still good. I would give it a 9, just not something that I would personally eat. But let's try the spicy one too. The spicy one is the exact same sandwich. The only difference between the two, these do not come with pickles, by the way, at all. Which, in my opinion, is a W. Might not be for you. But there is spicy mayo in here. You can see it like right around there. It's better, which I figured it would be, the spicy mayo. Again, for me, it's just too much. Like, I'm just getting grease, I'm getting chicken, I'm getting nothing to soak up the grease. So, same idea. I personally would like the spicy version better, or I should say. Where my Popeye sauce at? Let me just get this bite. But it's still good though. Like, I don't have anything problem with it, just for me. The sweet heat does make it. It's really what you do with it, in my opinion. I personally, with the mayo, was even more rich. The spicy mayo just adds something different to it, where when you get salty bacon, the cheese, it's yellow American, or white American, I should say, the 11 on there, it's just salt overload almost, and there's nothing to break it up when it comes to this one, unless you put like some sort of sauce on it. With this one, you get the spicy, look, it's falling apart. But it is a lot of chicken in here, that's for sure. There's nothing wrong with it. I feel even greasier than I normally do. I'm sure you can tell because I'm very animated. But by my facial expression, this just feels like I'm eating a bucket of chicken. This is me trying to be as non-biased as possible and trying to put people in everyone else's perspective. Personally, for me, I wouldn't ever order this again. It just feels way too, I almost feel gross eating it. But if you're a person who just wants like a bunch of chicken, maybe you don't like bread, you'll enjoy it. Is there anybody, because I know a lot of people were talking about this, are there, like, if you do enjoy this one more than just the chicken sandwich, like, I would like to know your take on it more than anything, because I'm at a loss for words. Like, I just, like, I'm going to eat more just because, I mean, I paid for it. But give me the chicken sandwich any day of the week. Because I gave this a 9 on taste with the spicy, I would give it a 9.4 because I really like KFC's chicken and chicken sandwich in particular. And that's solely on taste alone. But overall, I would probably give the double down somewhere like a 6.5. Because it just, I need bread or something. And I know I keep saying the same thing over again because I don't really have anything to say because it does seem like something, I've had all of this stuff before, so it's not something that, like, you've more than likely had KFC's chicken sandwich at the very least, so you know what you're getting into. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now. My biggest gripe because, again, not trying to be negative, I'm just more reporting it. I remember when KFC's chicken sandwich was $3.99. This is almost $10, and $13 if you want the combo. And I know people from those companies watch this stuff, and that's always the reason why I try to be as transparent as possible. At this point, KFC, you're pricing people out of your range. You can get better quality food for the same price in a franchise standpoint. I'm not talking about mom and pops. I'm talking about going to places that people deemed expensive, like Five Guys, like Chipotle and things like that. You're reaching those prices, in my opinion. There's just no way that a combo of any sort from any of these fast food chains should cost $14, $13.40 with tax. That's in my opinion insane. When I check competitors' menu, i.e. like a Popeyes, it's about $10 for the entire combo, which I just, again, this is me just being real. Let's get in, let's do something with the mac and cheese. I'm not, again, I know people are going to say he's trying to be negative and things like that. This is me because I know these places do watch this kind of stuff, and I don't want to see people start getting priced out of like eating at this point, but hold on. Now we're doing something. Now we've got something. Hold on. That's sweet heat. You need something to break that chicken up in the salt. Creamy mac and the sweet heat. Fried chicken and mac just go together. That combo, I would still get the chicken sandwich, but boy does it taste good. But in all honesty, like I said, I wouldn't get this again. I don't want to go on the rant and things like that, but I just feel like fast food at this point, a lot of these places, I understand inflation, but it's no longer even fast food anymore. I try to stay as non-biased as possible, but I have to be honest about that kind of stuff. A lot of people that may have the platform that I have probably won't say these things because, you know, they don't want to lose paid partnerships and things like that, if I'm being real, but I'm always going to be a consumer at heart, and when I walked in and saw the price, I couldn't believe it, bro. Like, I couldn't believe it, you know? I hate being negative. I don't really look at it as me being negative, though. It's just me, like, trying to make them at least aware. I guess that's pretty accurate. I do remember when their chicken sandwich was $4. It was $3.99. And I believe now it's $6. And this combo, I never thought I'd see the day where I walked into McDonald's and saw a $17 combo. The Cardi B offset one is, I think it's 15 and change. I do understand that they have, you know, a bunch of items on there, but I never thought I'd walk into KFC and see everything, like, all of the combo meals were over $10, and I was just like, wow, I couldn't believe it. And I know McDonald's has done the same thing. I know a lot of these places are starting to do that. I don't know if it's because of the inflation or whatever it is, but again, at $15 you can get a meal at like Applebee's, bro. Like, it's the point of fast food is something quick, inexpensive, efficient things, but it's now it was okay when you're charging me a lot less for the quality and things like that. And I'm not saying that the food quality on this is whack, but I don't know. It's a little disappointing as a person who has grown up. I love fast food. I've eaten fast food my whole life. I'm only saying this stuff because I feel like it needs to be said. You know, it's a little disappointing from a foodie standpoint. You know, like, but overall, I'm not going to harp on that one too much. I said what I had to say. I would get the chicken sandwich before I got this. I still think their chicken sandwich is probably the second best chicken sandwich in the game. And that's me being real. I do love it. I think this chicken sandwich just tastes good, but it's so greasy that it's hard for me. You can see I didn't even touch the one in the middle. I did eat half of this one and most of that one, but you guys know how much I eat. Like, that's not normal for me. But yeah, I wanted to try it, make sure, because I know a lot of people were asking about the Double Down. I gave my take on it. You know, people love to know the prices and things like that. Anytime I don't say the prices in the video or talk about it, people always ask me to. So I'm always going to be aware of that kind of stuff. You guys do want to know because you spend your money just like I do. And that's the biggest reason why I talked about it. But I'm not against KFC. I'm still a fan of KFC, especially their chicken. You know, this is more of me being constructive. You know, I didn't say anything bad or negative about it. It's more just me being constructive. Overall, I think you'll enjoy the sandwich, but just value for dollar, which I'm big on, I would go with the chicken sandwich. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video, man. God, my hands are so oily. I just feel terrible. But we will be back tomorrow. More content. I love y'all. Hand signs. They made it to YouTube.